next up, we've got Boston College and Louisville. Louisville, 14-point home favorites, 53. 54 being the total in this one. Total's actually being bet down. Is it weather related? We'll have to wait and see, but maybe it's just, I'll tell you what, Thomas Castellanos, man, for Boston College was very impressive against supposed to be one of the best teams in the country he was up against last week, and he's moving the ball. He's making plays with his legs. Maybe they found something here, Boston College at quarterback, because they've had QB issues for a while. Now, they've had O-line issues for a while, but at least the one thing with Castellanos is the guy can move the pocket. You know, he's not a statue back there because he can move around a little bit. So I think it's clear to say he has supplanted Emmett Moorhead, the former starting quarterback here at Boston College, moving forward with the way he has played. I mean, 20 of 33, 305 passing yards. He had 95 rushing yards in that great performance against Florida State. Now, the one concern here is Louisville's, a pretty good team. Did Boston College empty the gas tank for that game against Florida State? I mean, they left it all out there on the field. They had a great start. Florida State came back. And then just when you think Florida State had buried Boston College in the third quarter, here comes Boston College in the fourth quarter, not giving up. So they legitimately, Conor Mack played 60 minutes of football, only to come up just that short from one of the biggest upsets you probably would have seen this season if they won that game against Florida State. Do they have anything left in the tank now, going on the road to Louisville, Kentucky for this game against the Cardinals? It's a big concern of mine. That being said, so I kind of want to take BC because I like what I see out of this kid, Castellanos, and you're getting 14 and a half. But I'll tell you what, this Louisville offense is pretty good. I worry about them being able to do some damage here against Boston College's defense, which is still very, very shaky when it's on. Like, look, they still had their struggles with stopping Florida State last week in that game. So it's a tough game. It's not really a rushing to lay this many points with Louisville. Louisville struggled with Indiana last week. I still don't think the defense is great necessarily for Louisville. Georgia Tech scored a lot on them. Indiana got their offense going, and Louisville really couldn't stop them too much in the second half. So with a shaky defense, but I love Braum in the offense. There's no doubt. Plummer, we know they've just got a really, really good offensive football team, and any team coached by Braum is going to be good on offense. We've seen it at Purdue. We saw it at Western Kentucky. He just has a good offense every single year. He's a head coach, no question. But the defense, you got to make stops if you're going to cover as a double-digit favorite. And I like what I saw to this kid, Castellanos. So I'm concerned about the BC spot. That being said, I still lean BC. What do you think here, Conor?
Yeah, Castellanos, he was throwing it everywhere, running around. Now they have to go on the road. I wanted to get on Indiana. I just couldn't do it. And then they come out, it's 21-0. But then they don't score in the second half. Yeah. And it ends up 21-14. I don't love to see that in teams. Louisville's always been a problem for me. Whether it doesn't matter who's coaching there, quarterbacking there, I don't want this team, especially laying points at all. Going through the stats last night with BC, they lost that game. It was like right away they came out, then they got their ass whipped the second, third quarter, and then came roaring back in the fourth. They had 18 penalties, in that game. It's crazy for over 130 yards. 18 penalties. They need to clean that up. And I don't know if the defense is really all there. I think, Plummer can do what he wants. But yeah, is this a spot here? Is 14 enough with Boston College? Had we seen a turn? Because before this do or die game, losing to Holy Cross and all, it's just, man, they looked really, really bad. But I'm definitely looking at Boston College. Maybe if this week they can hang around to get on them as a dog.
And I'm telling you this, I think I said this on this show a couple of weeks ago, the letdown spot / look ahead spot, it's not cashing like it used to, where it's just, you take this team because it's a letdown spot after a big win or a big loss. It's a look ahead spot to the next game. It's not, that hasn't been working as well. I've noticed this season and even a little bit last year. So that's why I still lean Boston College. And if this total drops, if there's not going to be significant weather, I don't get why the total would drop in this game. You have to upgrade Boston College's offense with Castellanos at quarterback. We know their defense is still shaky. We know they've gone over the total in every game this year, Boston College. 3 games, 3 overs. I'm a little perplexed why they're betting this total under right now. If they keep doing it and there's no weather in the forecast, no bad weather on Saturday, I'd be looking to buck that move and go over in this game.